Today, I want to address the small business owners, those budding small business owners, those startups and entrepreneurs. That's who I want to talk to for a minute today. Because I think what I've seen over the years, and I've worked with a lot of different companies in a lot of different capacities over the years, and also being a small business owner myself, what I see is that some of us, what we do is we jump into this business venture and we jump into this business venture without first doing our due diligence, without first doing our research and our recon. Because if we want to create a real sustainable, successful business that actually, has revenue, right? If we want to do that, we really need to be smarter and more methodical in our steps. And let me tell you what I mean by that. If you have been a mechanic working on cars since you're 14 years old with your uncle, right? Then you get to a point, you're in your early 20s, you've worked for so many different other mechanic shops. You get into your early 20s and you're like, you know what? I can do this. I can do this. I know so much about, cars and mechanics and engineering of cars and all these really great things. And you think my natural next step is to open up my own shop. And I give it to you. I love it. I love the passion. I'm right there with you guys. I want you to have that passion in your belly for whatever that you do. However, in this same scenario, what happens is that not only do you guys go out and open up your own mechanic shop, right? You also make the mistake of thinking that you're somehow better than your competitors, right? Now, that's a big statement I just made, right? Because we should all feel that way, right? We should all feel that our business is better than anybody else's business, right? We're the best mechanic, we're the best attorney, we're the best CPA, we're the best financial advisor. Absolutely, we should. But again, I'm going to go back to we have to do our due diligence. And in doing our due diligence, that means that before we even open that mechanic shop, what we first need to do a little research on who our competitors are. Know enough of yourself to know that, yes, you do have competitors. Yes, there are people out there doing the same service that you do. But if you want to take that first step and make sure that first step is your best step, then we need to do our recon. So first, in doing your recon and doing your education, that means that you need to pick a handful of competitors in your area and go be a customer for them, right? You listening to me? So let's go first be a customer for them. You want to open up a mechanic shop? Then you go to Manny Mo and Jack's and you see, okay, I'm going to be a customer. What kind of experience do I receive by being a customer? Do I see that they have great customer service? Do I see that their prices are great? Do I see that they can get parts in less than a day, right? Do I see that it's convenient? Their hours are convenient. I get my car back in the same day. You have to first do that first before you can open up any shop. Because the thing is, if you're not out there doing your recon on these other businesses, then you don't know where you lack. You don't know what gaps that you need to fill, right? You have no natural knowledge of how you need to put your model together. I'm going to say that again. You have no natural knowledge of how you need to put your model together. Because believe you me, sir, ma'am, you do need to put a model together. What are you going to do? What's going to be important to you? What gaps have you seen throughout your competitors to say that, you know what, I don't want to make that misstep. I'm going to make sure that I have someone answer the phone. There's always going to be someone answering the phone, a live person answering the phone, because that's super important. I'm always going to make sure that I have a distributor or someone that I can get my parts from. So if I get my parts quicker, then I give them their car quicker, right? I'm always going to ensure that I have enough mechanics in the shop. So it doesn't take 3, 4, 5 days for the person to get their car back. But you're not going to know where these gaps are unless you go and be a customer to your competitors. If you know that they're charging $50 for an oil change, but you're charging $150 for an oil change, right? You might want to look at that to see, hey, what am I doing? What are they doing? What's happening? Again, I can't stress enough. It is important if you're going to enter into any business venture, no matter what the industry is, for you to do your homework, for you to do your research, for you to understand why you're going to do XYZ versus ABC. But you're not going to know that until you first become a customer to all of your competitors. And then once you open up your business, then you can say, hey, I'm this way and I set myself apart by doing these things. I set myself apart by doing these things. I've seen what's important because I've been on that side of the customer to know, hey, it is important to have someone answer the phone. Hey, it is important to make sure that I get the most bang for my buck. Hey, it is important for me to get my car back in a timely manner instead of waiting 3, 4, 5 days and I can't get to work because you have my car, right? So again, I want to go over that again. Let's not make that misstep when we're venturing out, because all we have is that fire in our belly. All we have is that passion to say that I can do this. And you can. You absolutely can do this. But I just want to pose to you first and urge to you, do your homework. Don't start anything until you've done your homework with your competitors. If you don't know who your competitors are, then you might as well just pack it up. You really should. You should just pack it up, because if you don't understand that you are in a world of competition, then I'm fearing for you that you are not going to make the best steps. Right? So again, any of these people, if you go out, I really want you to do that. I love your passion. I love all the questions that I get about, how do I start a business? What do I do? How do I go? All these amazing things. I love them. Please keep the questions coming. I really appreciate them. And I'm certainly here to help. But I really must tell you, it is important that first step must be your best step. And that best step is going to be research. It's going to be educating yourself. It's going to be doing a little recon, doing your due diligence. And that is your business edge for today. I'm Pepper with the TPI Group, so please like and subscribe for more.